Alright, what it is, guys. What it is. Due to copyright reasons, I can only show you the screenshot of Dr. Phil and why a mom says her daughter may have started identifying as a white when she is black.
And when was this?
In '06.
I'm very sorry for your loss, by the way. I know it's
Thank
been a while, but it never gets easier.
No.
I know. And he was Caucasian,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And you allowed your children to believe that he was their biological father.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because he was the only father figure that I had for my children.
When he passed, you decided to tell them the truth.
Yes. I wanted them to understand that they were African American, in fact, as opposed to.
Okay, her first mistake, like my parent learned, and other parents have learned, and other people have learned, is don't lie to kids. Don't tell the kids that you're this when you're not. Tell them it's your stepfather, it's not your real dad, because I know people who grown up around stepfathers and they think they are related to this man. And they find out that they're not, and they get heartbroken, and then they start acting out.
Thinking they were mixed race children.
Right.
And it wouldn't hurt anybody because my husband was no longer alive. So,
And they were in shock, right?
yes, particularly Treasure, she took the information so hard.
You think that's a triggering event
Yes,
here?
yes,
She has full belief that she has a Caucasian father,
right.
and so she associates that with a certain lifestyle
Oh, no
and
doubt.
home and family. She loses him, and through financial necessities, you have to make changes as a single mother,
Right.
and you wind up in a different neighborhood, a different socioeconomic set of challenges, as many single mothers do,
Yes.
that she's blaming that change on this neighborhood, on the people that she's now associating with, and equates that with the change.
Culture shock. Like I said, she did believe that she was mixed, and she wasn't putting black people down when she was really little. Like I said, until she got to be about 5, and then she wouldn't play with black children. She would be insulting and say they were dirty, and she would only play with white kids.
Okay, and let me be very clear here. Very.
Well, of course she would be. She was indoctrinated at an early age that the white guy, the white older man, was her father, when in fact he was not. So yeah, she would lose her mind a little bit. It happens to everybody. Everyone takes everything differently. You know what I mean? So, I mean...
Very, very clear here. You're absolutely appalled at what she's saying and doing.
Devastated.
So this is something, you're not here to defend her, you're not here to justify her. You're here to get her some help and try to get some
Exactly.
clarity
Oh,
about
yes.
this.
Oh, yes.
I want to help her and get this straightened out.
That's why we're here.
And you believe that this is some kind of mental disorder, mental distortion that she's going through.
I feel that she has body dysmorphia. I feel that she thinks that she is a white person. With her being black and hating black people, it's devastating.
Yeah. Has she ever been to a KKK event?
No, but I'm sure it's her dream. She'd like a...
Okay, let's move on to the next one where the little girl is.
When it comes to my daughter, I do have a lot of fears. Part of my fears with my daughter
Okay.
Treasure is fear.
Let's get to Phil.
What is it that's caused you to have such self-loathing and self-hatred that you're so rejecting of who you are? You project it onto others, but you're clearly describing yourself when you say that. And I'm just wondering,
That's funny.
what is it? What have you done that's made yourself so upset with you?
Well, I mean, I don't have any problems with myself. I honestly think that God made one perfect person, and it's me. And I mean, well, I don't have any issues with myself necessarily. I feel like black people should just be put in a different place. Let's say that, because I'm not going to say anything too extreme, because I know they're around and they get all angry and stuff. And black people are very chaotic.
Okay,
Okay, so like I've been telling you guys about indoctrination. Sorry, guys, a stupid video cut out. But anyway, this is what I talked about indoctrination. She was indoctrinated so much that she was white, and she's a black girl, and she thinks she's white. And she doesn't like black people because of the indoctrinating part. It might have been the older man, because the older man was a white man. He was quite a bit older than what the mother was, from what I seen in the picture. Let's continue.
Let's take that out of it. Let's take that out of the conversation for a minute. Let's just completely forget about race and African Americans. Let's forget about that completely.
That's hard for me to do.
Well, but let's try it. You said you're very intelligent and that you're the perfect person, so I'm sure you can achieve whatever you set out to do.
All right.
All right. So I'm curious how you define empathy.
I don't have any. I feel like if you have empathy, then you have sympathy for someone. You know, like if I see a homeless person on the street and I give him $1, then I have empathy for him. I feel like, oh, wow, he's homeless. But honestly, for me, if I gave a homeless person $1, I would take it back just because I would like to see the sadness on his face of me, tricking him, thinking I'm going to give him money.
So,
Okay, keep in mind, people, this young girl is only 16 years old, and we all know what happens between the ages of 14 and 18, maybe 19. We all know, people. We all act like this. Okay, so don't let the crowd fool you. Oh, we all act like this, okay? We all do it.
you don't wish other people well.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Why would I?
Well,
See?
I don't know. I'm just asking. So, the person that you would decide
I used to be the
as
same way.
ideal
Not no more.
would not be someone that would wish others well.
No, not at all. I don't believe in sacrifices for others.
It's all hormonal and based on what they are taught and what they're around.
Other people,
No,
especially.
that's no sacrifice. Just that you would wish others well.
No, not at all.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't care about people. People just aren't on the same level as me. People are really low to the ground, and I'm like in the clouds, kind of. Like they're just up. I'm
in
up
some
here.
whole other
They're
world.
down here. Like there's separate levels for like. I believe that we're in two different lanes.
You're saying an ideal person does not care what happens to other people.
Yeah.
And so everybody else, you would wish them to fail while you succeed.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's how you only make it in life. If you don't do that, then where are you gonna be?
Next.
I'm in Beverly Hills right now. I'm seeing a lot of Caucasian people, and I haven't seen I've seen only a gaggle of African Americans, and they were really gross. Look at that! It has like a Gucci design and everything. And they have a Chanel. I think I'm gonna die. I think that, of course, if an African American walked into any of these stores, I feel like people have the right to refuse service.
Okay, so like I said, guys, remember, she a young 16-year-old girl that grew up thinking that a white dude was her father. Okay, now, when you're around that type of stuff, it gets in your head, they plant seeds in your head. You know, eventually she'll grow up and regret what she's done. If she doesn't, then, I don't know, man. Lost cause to me. I don't know what to say. I mean, we all know that 16-year-old people, even myself, start acting out like she's doing now. And then she's playing more with the camera than anything else, you know what I mean? So, we'll continue the video. Remember what I said, there's no video, but there's audio with my commentary. Every so often.
And I feel like they would probably steal something, so of course they should get asked to leave, most definitely. Well, those are my fellow Caucasian people. They were so beautiful and pretty. I assumed they were models, so I had to say, tell them they were beautiful. Well, I'm just living my best life out here on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, and I just feel like I belong here, most definitely. The place I'm in, it just takes my breath away. We haven't seen literally any African Americans here, which is such a positive good thing. My ideal place to live actually would be right here where the homes are giant. There's really nice families. Oh, see, there's a little boy just playing frisbee and stuff. Well, all the people here are Caucasian, so that's probably the reason why I most likely would fit in here the most, because I also am a Caucasian person, and this is where I belong. This environment reminds me of the ghetto. This environment reminds me of the hood. So as you can see, her hair literally looks like it's a sponge. If you put your hands in her hair, you'd probably lose a finger. The smell is just so overwhelming, I just want to die. And it's way too many African Americans. That's probably some of the reasons why it smells.
I can almost assure you, now I didn't know the young girl's dad, but I can also almost assure you that it had something to do with him. Now I know some people are appalled at this, but again, this is what you get when you indoctrinate your young children like this. And Lord knows what happened behind those closed doors, people. Lord knows.
Dog right there. Like, there's actual dog right there. Like, someone really needs to clean up. All these people look like pickpocketers. Like, they all just look like they're gonna steal from you. African Americans are more known to actually commit crimes than Caucasian people. So, I mean, you never know with them. They have giant lips. Their noses are really, really big. And they're just, like, really ghetto. It's, like, completely disgusting how ghetto they are. Like, honestly. Like, where do they come from? That's the reason why they're called monkeys in the first place, because they don't know how to act.
Monkeys?
They never live in this filth and
Jeez.
among all of these African
Little
Americans
harsh.
and among all of these people who clearly have absolutely no class. African Americans just, they ruin everything good.
Does it occur to you that you might be hurting people's feelings? You might be causing someone pain with the things that you say?
Well, I believe African Americans don't really have feelings and don't care.
Do you just have a list of things that you say to be outrageous?
Oh no, I feel like honestly everything that I say is the truth. I mean, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. Someone had to make them up, you know? Someone actually had to look at a black person and say, wow, you're really fat. It's a black stereotype. Almost all black people have diabetes. All of them are fat and overweight.
I have diabetes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad for you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Oh, okay.
We're worried about you, sweetheart.
I think the only reason why people are like laughing is because you guys act like you've never heard people say this before. It's just because I'm gonna step. I'm actually gonna say what everyone else is thinking because it's the truth. But I'll say it. I'll say it.
If you disagree with what she's saying, stand up.
Oh, the
All
whole
of them are
room stood
liars.
up
All of them
with
are
whatever
liars.
she
And
said.
behind closed doors, they type the same thing as me. They're just quiet about it. That's it. And you can hear by the reaction in the crowd, some of them are African Americans because I can hear the fact that it's getting real loud in here.
You need some help big time.
So that in a nutshell is the 16-year-old who thinks that she is black, or not black, white when she's in fact black, who was indoctrinated by her parent and her stepfather that her stepfather was her real dad. And when you're told that stuff for so many years and every day, you become sick in the head thinking that you're something you're not. Comment, like, and or subscribe. That is my thoughts. Peace.